It's not too much to listen up to our monthly healthy subjects. Even if you're on a budget, we can help you make sure that doesn't get in your way. 'Cause I'm sure we can all agree we could use a little help staying healthy and raising awareness in communities to make a better life for you and me. So tune in once every month and just hear what we have to say. Everything is gonna be okay with the Community Health Corner in your day.
Happy Wednesday. Welcome to our February Community Health Corner. I'm Shelby.
And I'm Cozell. Today we are covering even more topics that will help all of us live healthier lives.
To start, Ursula is going to discuss the dangers of vaping as well as some common misconceptions associated with it.
After our vaping education, Shelby is going to show us some healthy snacks featuring frozen fruits, homemade trail mix recipe. She will also cover boiling, peeling, and poaching eggs. Stay tuned for these excellent tips.
Then, Cozell is going to take us away by covering the basics of strength training. So, Cozell, what is strength training and how can I get started with it?
Well, you're going to have to stick around for my segment where I will discuss both these things and more.
That sounds great. In addition, Dr. Bob is going to cover how to use and take medicine correctly. All right, let's get started. Ursula, take us away.
E-cigarettes, or vapes, were first developed as a safer alternative to cigarettes, but they have quickly become an on-ramp for nicotine addiction for young people. While most people today are informed about the health hazards and risks of cigarette smoking, there are many misconceptions about e-cigarettes and the dangers they pose to a person's health and well-being. Vaping is also no longer limited to adults that are trying to quit smoking. Over 4 million high school students and 1 million middle school students report regularly using e-cigarettes. That's about 1 in every 4 students. First things first, let's cover the basics. Vaping is the act of inhaling and exhaling the aerosol produced when using an electronic vapor device. Typically, the ingredients include nicotine, flavorings, and other chemicals, many of which are toxic. Some vaping products also contain marijuana and other drugs. Vapes can come in many different shapes and sizes, but most modern vapes are small and designed to resemble everyday objects like USB drives, pens, erasers, or even lipstick. Most are designed to be concealed and include a heating element, a battery, and a place to hold liquid. Some vapes are disposable, while others can be reused by charging the device and refilling the liquid. Although most liquid substances can be vaped, teens and young adults often vape flavored e-liquids. These e-liquids come in thousands of unmistakably child-friendly flavors, packed with chemicals that are designed to mask the harsh taste of nicotine. Speaking of nicotine, commercial e-liquids contain a staggering amount of nicotine. The most popular brand of e-liquid actually contains as much as twice the amount of nicotine in a pack of cigarettes. Increasingly, marijuana ingredients and other illicit drug ingredients are being found in vape liquids. The aerosol released by the e-cigarettes is not harmless water vapor, may contain cancer-causing chemicals, heavy metals such as nickel, tin, and lead, and almost always contains the addictive tobacco-derived compound nicotine. Nicotine increases heart rate, blood pressure, and inflammation, which increases the risk of heart attack, stroke, and asthma. Nicotine exposure in adolescence has also been shown to harm brain development, which continues until age 25, and may also increase the risk for future addiction to other drugs. Taking in high doses of nicotine can also lead to nicotine toxicity, which in severe cases can lead to seizures, respiratory failure, coma, and paralysis. The other chemicals in vape liquid, including the flavorings, contain tiny particles that go deep into the lungs. These chemicals can cause lung damage, cell damage, and reduce the ability to fight off infections. Vaping can also induce coughing and wheezing, headaches, and vomiting. It can lead to behavioral and mood changes and negatively affect attention, learning, and impulse control. For more information, check our show notes where you will find our article on how to discuss the dangers of vaping with your children. Remember, about 1 in every 4 students across middle and high school age admit to having vaped, so having this conversation can ensure your child is not part of that 25%. All in all, don't pick up this habit if you haven't started. If you vape, we do not bring up these facts to scare you, but truth be told, this is the reality of vaping. It's not a safe alternative to smoking. Instead, it comes with its own slew of health problems.
Hi everyone, I'm Shelby, and we're shifting gears to discuss one of our favorite portable snacks, trail mix. Trail mix is a staple snack for many, and there are tons of trail mix options on the market. Despite the variety, there are a few reasons why making your own can be a better fit for you. Firstly, you have total control over what is going into your trail mix. Many store-bought options contain too much salt or too much sugar, which make this common snack not so healthy. In general, the health benefit of the trail mix does depend on what specific ingredients you add. Making your own trail mix gives you total control over what is going on, and you can get creative by trying out different combinations. There aren't any rules to making your own trail mix, but in general, you want to combine ingredients like raw nuts, raw seeds, dried fruit, and other mix-ins like chocolate or popcorn. Today, we are going to be making a fruity chocolate trail mix, which is one of 3 trail mix recipes we're including in the show notes. Of course, these recipes are customizable. The ingredients you will need for this trail mix are as follows: 3 cups of plain popcorn, 1 cup of raw pecans, 1/2 cup of raw almonds, and 1/2 cup of dark or milk chocolate chips or pieces. And the last ingredient you'll need is 1 cup of dried fruit. We are using cranberry infused with blueberry. To make this trail mix, simply combine the ingredients into a large bowl and mix them up. It's that easy. So we have 1/2 cup of almonds. We have 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. We have 1 cup of raw pecans. And we have our 1 cup of fruit. All right, and so we just mix this up. And there you have it, our homemade trail mix. Now let's get into our egg-tastic egg techniques. As an overview, we're about to cover boiling eggs, peeling boiled eggs, as well as how to poach an egg. Add enough water in your desired pot or deep pan to cover the eggs with at least 1 inch of water over them. Add a tablespoon of vinegar and a tablespoon of salt to the pot. Once you've added your tablespoon of vinegar and tablespoon of salt to the pot, stir gently. Place the pan onto the stove over high heat. Bring the water to a rolling boil. Once the water is boiling, add your eggs and bring the heat down to medium. All right. Set a timer to the number of minutes based on how you want your eggs. I want medium boiled eggs, so I need to cook the eggs for about 5 minutes. Check our show notes for a handy chart that depicts what cook time you need in order to get the egg that you want. Once your egg timer goes off, place the eggs in an iced water bath and let them cool. Once the eggs are cool enough to handle, at about room temperature, you can peel them. They should cool for about 3 to 4 minutes. We'll be back when we have some cooled eggs. To peel an egg, roll it on the counter with the palm of your hand, pressing gently to make cracks all over the shell. And there you have it, a boiled, peeled egg. This might take some practice for you to get it right, so experiment with cook times and chilling times to see what works best for your desired cook on the egg. Now that we have covered how to boil and peel an egg, we're going to go over an egg skill that seems harder than it is: poaching an egg. To poach an egg, we will start by bringing a large pot of water to a boil, then reduce to low or turn off the heat. Any given egg contains some egg white that is prone to dispersing into the poaching liquid and cooking into an undesirable foam. To prevent this, the egg can be strained beforehand to remove the thinner component of the egg white. Transfer the egg into a small bowl. Add 1 tablespoon of light-colored vinegar to the pot and stir to create a vortex. Once you've created your vortex, you're going to pour the egg into the middle of it and set a timer for your desired cook time. For a firm, white, and runny yolk, you'll want to poach the eggs for 3 to 4 minutes. Once the egg is done, use a slotted spoon to remove the poached egg. Dab with a paper towel to remove excess water and eat it immediately. Frozen foods get a bad rap for being processed junk. But the truth is, some of the healthiest foods in the market are in the freezer section. This is because frozen fruits and vegetables are at their peak of ripeness, easy to use, and readily available. Whether produce is in season or out of season is going to impact the price of it. Logically, produce that is out of season is going to be more expensive because it has higher costs associated with delivering it to the store. In addition to them being more expensive, they often are of lesser quality because of their longer shipping time. If you're buying fresh fruits and vegetables when they're out of season, it means they're not being farmed and harvested domestically. Instead, they're shipped from abroad, where local conditions allow them to grow. The longer freshly harvested fruits and veggies sit in transit, at the grocery store, or even in your refrigerator, the fewer vitamins and nutrients they retain. In addition, produce that is out of season was likely picked before it was ripened, and then it was artificially ripened on its way to you. This decreases the nutrient quality of the produce. By the time we get fruits and veggies home and retrieve them from our refrigerators, many of these nutrients are at levels lower than those seen in frozen produce. Frozen fruits and vegetables are frozen shortly after they've been harvested. They are allowed to ripen fully before they are picked. This means that frozen produce has locked in all of the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that it had when it was freshly picked. It is for these reasons that when a vegetable or fruit is out of season, purchasing it frozen is a clear winner. But what about when produce is in season? Is it better to purchase produce frozen or fresh? Well, frozen is usually cheaper, but it depends on the specific fruit or vegetable, and you need to consider when and where you buy them. It's probably best to figure out the price per ounce of what is available for you and go from there. This is because the price of fresh produce is much more likely to fluctuate up and down than something you pick up in your freezer section. Of course, the cost of vegetables and fruits themselves isn't the only issue. Storage and spoilage can also add quite a bit to the overall price of fresh produce, which frozen would not be hit by. The longer storage time of frozen produce makes them a smart option for some households, even when the fresh produce is in season, because you don't end up having to toss fruits or veggies that have started to turn, going unused. It's hard to argue the flavor and the nutrition of fresh, ripe fruits and vegetables. When in season, fresh produce provides a flavorful and healthy addition to mealtimes, but they can cost more than their frozen counterparts, whom don't require washing, peeling, or chopping. All in all, frozen produce saves time in preparing meals. In our opinion, frozen produce is a clear year-round winner for those of us on a busy schedule and a tight budget.
Strength training is a tool that can help you tone your muscles and improve your physical well-being. With regular strength training in your routine, you can reduce your body fat and increase your strength by building mass. It is the foundation for most workout programs for both beginners and experts. No matter what your personal goals, strength training is so important. It literally fits into almost every exercise regimen. When most people think of strength training, weightlifting is what comes to mind. In all actuality, you can build muscles by using a variety of techniques, including using your body weight, using resistance band, or good old free weights. When you do add weights to an exercise, whether it be from free weights or machine, that is considered weight training. For beginners to strength training, the option adding resistance is a great alternative when you don't have access to weights or cannot use them. Strength training can be a learning experience when you are new to it. You may have to have some trial and error to get the hang of things. If you are using weight machines, it might take you some time to learn how to use the machine properly. This is nothing to be embarrassed of, and remember, everyone has to start somewhere. So what does a strength training routine look like? The ideal beginner workout includes around 8 exercises that target the major muscle groups. The ultimate purpose of strength training is to build strength. So target your weaker muscles and do exercises that work those areas. It doesn't take as much time as you might think. You can build your strength by giving just 5 minutes of your day to it, especially if you are new to it. Designate some time each day to get your workout in. And if you are busy, you can even get some training in while tidying up your home. In the show notes, following our link to strength training exercises that anyone can do, ways to get strength training in during a busy workday, and our article about getting your movement in while cleaning your home. Do you know you can get some exercise in by following our third healthy habit of the month, which is just doing squats while doing laundry? If you are someone that struggles with getting motivated to get your daily exercise in, check out last month's Community Health Corner, where Ursula discussed our 5 tips to self-motivation. Remember, everyone is at different stages in their fitness journey, but most important thing is that you are on the journey.
Using medications correctly at the right time and in the way prescribed by your doctor can help keep you healthy, but not doing so can have some serious consequences. Failing to take medications correctly can not only cause the condition for which they were prescribed to worsen, but can also lead to serious complications, including death. To avoid problems with your medication, follow these 5 rules. 1. Talk open and honestly with your doctor and pharmacist. They can help address your concerns and answer any medication questions you may have. They're also trained to spot interactions, so telling them about all the medicine you're taking, including over-the-counter supplements, is important. 2. Don't skip doses or take half doses. If cost is a concern or you're experiencing side effects, let your doctor know so they can find an alternative solution. 3. Don't double up on your medication if you forget. Too much medicine at one time could be dangerous. Let your doctor know if you're having trouble remembering to take your medication so they can help. 4. Take medication until your doctor says it's okay to stop. Feeling better doesn't mean you no longer need the medication. 5. Never take someone else's medication. You don't know if the medication will interact with any other medicines you're taking or could be dangerous to your health. Remember, the more you know about your health and the medications you're taking, the better. So, if you have questions or concerns about the medicines you're taking, Talk to your doctor or pharmacist for help.
That's a wrap on our February Community Health Corner.
Today, Shelby taught us egg techniques and covered healthy snack options.
And Ursula went over the truth behind vaping and cleared up common misconceptions surrounding it.
Remember our healthy habits for the month, which will replace chips with popcorn and to keep healthy snacks at eye level in your pantry.
Cozell explained the basics of strength training when we unveiled our third healthy habit, which is to do squats while you do your laundry.
Dr. Bob, who is always a pleasure to have on the show, closed us out by discussing proper use of medicines.
Remember, living a healthy life doesn't have to feel daunting. Implementing small, simple changes in your behavior and consistently repeating these changes gets you closer to a healthier you, one step at a time.
Leave us a comment with your favorite segment of the month and let us know what topics you would like to see in the future. See you in March.
Everything is